welcome to Bologna in Italy, and welcome to the opening day of EuroBasket Women 2025. Getting us underway here in Group B will be Slovenia and Lithuania. What a group we have here in Group B. Nothing to separate the four teams, and all of them with hopes of progressing out of the group stages. We are under 10 minutes away from our opening tip-off here in Group B. Let's have a look at our slate of games for today. So Slovenia and Lithuania getting us underway, and later this evening we will see Serbia go up against Italy, the hometown favourites, in what should be an absolute nail-biter of a day one here. My name's Mark Mills. I'm your play-by-play commentator for today's game. Joining me courtside is former WNBA star, current member of the Connecticut Suns coaching staff, Kristen Mann. Kristen, welcome to the commentary box. How excited are you for this group here in Bologna?
Hello, hello. I am extremely excited to be here. I'm looking forward to witnessing great basketball today.
Yeah, it should be unbelievable. Lithuania now being introduced to the crowd here in the arena. It's their first EuroBasket women's tournament in 10 years. Kristen, what are you expecting to see from this Lithuanian team?
I expect them to come out and compete. Like you said, it's been 10 years for them. They've got a good mix of youth and some vets, so I expect them to come out strong from the get-go.
Certainly going to be an interesting one for this Lithuanian team. Plenty of experienced heads in that roster, as well as some absolute superstars of the future. We yet to see who pulls up trees for them. Coach Stanišauskas as well, leading the way for this Lithuanian team. Now all eyes will switch to the other end of the floor as Slovenia will be introduced for the first time here in Bologna. Slovenia, they've become regulars at Women's EuroBasket. This is their 5th Women's EuroBasket in a row, but they're yet to get out of that group stage. Kristen, besides winning games, the obvious, what do you think they need to do to be able to book their place in Athens for the quarterfinals?
I think a lot will rely on Teja Oblak, their veteran. She is the head of the snake of this group, with her leadership sprinkled in with Jessica Shepard and her ability to rebound and score the basketball. And then they've got some new young faces and talent on the bench, and even on the starting lineup, I believe. So it's going to be a very interesting night. It could go either way, if I'm being honest.
Okay, well, now breaking commentary for the national anthems of both Lithuania and Slovenia.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, we invite you to stand for the national anthem of Lithuania. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please remain standing for the national anthem of Slovenia.
Well, if you weren't ready for EuroBasket Women 2025, you certainly are now. The national anthems once again setting the scene beautifully as players and coaches head to the half to exchange handshakes and gifts. And that will no doubt be the last of the pleasantries between these two as they set to go toe-to-toe for 40 minutes here on the opening day here in Group B. There's Coach Nigiolakos, a mastermind of women's basketball, and he'll be trying to carve a path for this Slovenian team through what is a very tricky Group B. Here are your officials for today's game. We have Martin Horozov, Viola Georgi and Iva Matijek from Bulgaria, Norway and Czechia respectively, looking smart, ready to go. They were locked in the hotel last night, getting themselves prepped and ready. They certainly had a healthier dinner than I did, to be fair to them. So, Kristen, I think they're ready for the game as much as we are.
Absolutely. We need to let the show begin as soon as possible, please.
We have been waiting for this moment. Let's jump in and see if we can have a look at the starting five for both teams now. First up, for Lithuania, we see Justa Jotsita, Brigita Siniskaita, Laura Joškaita, Laura Mishkaniena, as well as Jedva Labotskiena. That is the five that Coach Stanis Šauskis will go with. What's your feelings looking at that five that they're going to take to the floor with?
Oh man, I think all eyes are going to be on this young lady, Josite, the 19-year-old, but at the same time, it feels like she's 30 because she's been playing for this senior national team since she was 13 years young. So this is her first EuroBasket. I'm really excited to see what she's going to bring tonight.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be an exciting moment to see her taking to the floor for the first time. Graphic on the screen incorrect at the moment. That is Justa Jotsita, as we see Coach Stanis Šauskis on the bench. And looking at some of the pre-tournament interviews that he's had, he's super proud to lead this team. And he really does have a lot of belief in what they can achieve here, not just in Bologna, but his eyes are firmly fixed on getting on that plane to Athens at the end of the week. Let's have a look at the other end of the floor and the starting five for Slovenia. We have Ava Lisic, Teja Oblak, Zala Friškovec, Aisha Tsiuka, and Jessica Shepherd is the five that Coach Nigiolakos will go with. What's your feeling from this five?
Honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing what Jessica Shepherd is going to bring to this team. She had an outstanding qualifications. I think she averaged about 21 points per game, about 14 rebounds, and 5 of those, almost 6 rebounds of those were O boards.
Yeah, and Teja Oblak as well, the leader, yes, the current
absolutely.
EuroLeague women's champion, and she was one of the biggest reasons, really, that Praha lifted that crown. When you have a leader like Oblak in your team, what does it do for you as a group?
Oh man, it gives you all the confidence in the world. As I said earlier, she's the head of the snake. She is going to be in charge and help lead Slovenia to their first victory tonight.
Yeah, and for Coach Nigiolakos, she is that kind of on-court coach almost. She's smart, she's composed, she understands how to control those emotions as well. We are just a few seconds away from opening tip-off here. If you have your phones to hand, please do download the official EuroBasket Women app, available on Android and iOS, so there's no excuses, free of charge, tons of content on that app. Get it downloaded now. But before we get underway, I'm going to do that horrible thing to you right now.
Gosh.
What are the big things that are going to happen in today's game? And more importantly, who do you see coming away with the opening day win?
Well, I think it's important for both of these teams to stick to their game plans and also have the ability and flexibility to make adjustments as the game goes. That being said, I think their stars need to be stars. They need to rise to the occasion. And my pick...
You've still not decided. I love this.
It's hard to say, but I will say I'm going to pick Slovenia.
I'm probably just tilting in that direction myself. I just think the experience that they have and that 1-2 punch of Oblak and Shepherd, if that gets motoring, that might be a little bit too much for Lithuania to contend. But on the flip side, if Jotsita starts lighting things up, then who knows? All bets could be off. But that is why we love this group here in Bologna. Every single game could go either way. And we're underway here in Bologna. Opening day, opening game of Group B of the Women's EuroBasket 2025. Tipped out of bounds by Slovenia, so we'll see Lithuania with their first chance to put points on the board. Siniskaita now brings it up over the half, hands it off. Straight away into the hands of Yotsita, and straight away there's points on the board. That is exactly what they will have wanted from the 19-year-old.
Absolutely, great way to start for her. It's going to be a big confidence booster for Yotsita.
Oblak now to Shepard. That's that 1-2 punch. Friškovec waits for the screen. Shooter shoots. Back of the iron and away. Down into a low block. Friškovec, skip pass. Yotsita. Oh, back-to-back buckets. Justa Yoshita straight away into the game, making an impact.
2 for 2, that's what I'm talking about.
Siuka now. Slovenia's young star hands it away. Shepard, lob pass inside. Foul will be called on Yoshkaita.
Lisic did a nice job trying to get position in there. We saw the highlight of that three-point basket by Yoshite.
Hand it away. Ooh, back into the hands of Oblak. A little bit scrappy from Slovenia. Oblak attacks, a little half step back. Shot too long. Right now, Lithuania are starting to take early control of this game. Yotsita along two, in and out. The streak is over. A little bit of a heat check.
Still a great shot. I mean, that barely came out of the basket.
Three ball is up. Again, too heavy. Slovenia relying on the jumper, and it's not paying off for them right now.
I think next possession, it would be wise of them to go inside, trying to get Shepard going.
Ladovskiana off the glass for two.
Tough shot. That was a nice inverted screen. Yoshite set that screen for the big to come off. Well done.
And an early 7-point run will be a joyous thing for the Lithuanian fans to see. Friškovec hands it back to Siuka. Strong perimeter defense by Lithuania. Friškovec looks to go to the bucket. No joy again. The Lithuanian defense still watertight. Drive inside. Yotsita yet again. What a start to the game for the youngsters. 7 points early in this one. Timeout has been called by Coach Dikiolakis.
She was calling for that ball in transition. She wanted it. So you can definitely tell that Yoshite is feeling this right now. She's high in confidence. She wants to get the ball and put it in the hoop.
The pick and roll with their ball must always slip. Okay. We move the ball with nothing. Please, post play. High, catch the ball in the low post. Play too much around with the shooting around outside. Don't have an inside game. 0. Okay, and the last one. Go for the tag. If you want to win the game, go and tagging up. Go tagging up. Okay, now in defense, they have to be more aggressive to the player with the ball. You just let them do whatever they want. Okay, now we're supposed to be next. Don't do anything. Be more aggressive. Put hands on the ball. Let's go. Come on.
So what are we expecting from Slovenia now, coming out of what has been a tough first 2.5 minutes?
Well, I mean, it's a 9-0 run, nearly 3 minutes into the game, so they need to find a way to get stops. They also need to find a way to get a bucket. I think there might be a little bit of nerves, perhaps. So hopefully after this timeout, they'll settle down and they'll get a score right here.
Would you be tempted to try and get your team to almost deny the ball into Yotsita's hands at this point, play
Absolutely.
a little bit over the top?
I mean, she's got 7 of their 9.
Okay, how will Slovenia respond? Oblak now, their floor general. Looks for the roll. Shepard going to work. That's what they need to see. Shepard down low. Great defensive stand, but she'll get the 2 on the second chance opportunity.
Shepard is so physical inside, and even though her shot got blocked, she still stuck with it and was able to get the O board and finish for 2.
Yotzita, pick and roll, beautiful play. Foul's going to be called on O'Black. That was a very smooth, cohesive move, like almost like a club team rather than a national team.
Yeah, I mean, it was either going to be a layup or an open 3, so I think O'Black had no choice but to foul.
Sinishkaita inbounds to Yoshkaita. A weave handoff at the top. Yotzita. Yoshkaita hits a 3, and Lithuania lighting it up from downtown. A double-digit lead here early in the first quarter.
Thought that was great patience and execution on that shot.
Krishkovets inside, Shepard banging away down low in the paint. The defense stands strong, but once again, Shepard's tenacity gets to the bucket.
That is a great word to describe Shepard. She's very tenacious on the offensive glass.
Yotzita, another pick and roll, kick to the open side wing. Lithuania getting anything they want right now. The ball doesn't roll, and it's picked up by Slovenia. O'Black will get the easy breakaway layup for 2. Transition basketball.
Lithuania's had good looks these last 2 possessions. They ran the same play twice.
Yotzita over the front of the rim and away. Good offensive board, though. Radovskiena spills it up to Siuka. Siuka ahead. Lasic's little running jumper not there. And this time, Yoshkaita pulls down the rebound.
It's a tough shot by
Yoshkaita running right hand and one.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
One of those almost secondary leaders, but so important to this Lithuanian team. Lara Yoshkaita. You could see it. She was bringing down the ball down the floor. There was only one thing on her mind. She was going to the bucket.
Tough finish with contact.
That's to the line for the bonus. 81% free throw shooter in the qualifiers. So not the kind of player you want to send to the line, as we see a double change here for Lithuania. Sventaraita. Skihita comes into the game. Their first taste of the action. Yoshkaita takes a personal tally up to 6, but more importantly for Lithuania, their lead is back out to 9. O'Black gets it back, pulls the trigger on the wing 3. It comes up short with one-handed rip-down rebound for Yoshkaita.
Slovenia is really struggling right now, trying to get some easy buckets.
Whipped around, Yotzita down low. Foul's going to be called, I think, on Siuka, just getting caught up in a physical battle down low with Mishkiniena. Yeah, just a half step too late.
Yeah, it looks like she kind of slipped before that and kind of lost her balance, which might have led to the foul.
Baseline ball for Lithuania. The start of dreams so far for Lietuvā. Yotzita dumps it inside. Sventaraita will draw another foul, and just the size of Lithuania and that depth in the front court starting to pay off.
Absolutely. I like how aggressive they are being, and I think you mentioned it earlier. They led the EuroBasket qualifiers in free throw attempts, correct?
Yeah, it's something that they're very aggressive. They want to get to the bucket. They're going to make you play defense, and they're going to test that defense. Another change for Lithuania as Natsinskaita van der Horst comes into the game for the first time. We're pretty sure she has the longest name in this year's Women's EuroBasket.
I think she does.
Thankfully, she's just gone with a maiden name on the back of her jersey. Otherwise, it may have been, well, very small text or an extended jersey.
I think she probably kept both names just to make it difficult for her.
Well, you know her personally, and she might have known you were commentating, so maybe she is trying to throw you under the bus a little.
I think so.
Sventaraita gets the second to go as Lithuania just looks so composed right now. Siuka's going to come out of the game as we see Svranovic come in. Slightly smaller lineup now for Slovenia. It brings it up over the half, hands it back off to Oblak. A little bit of a weave handoff at the top for Slovenia now. Into the corner, catch and shoot, Friškovec. That's the look she wants, but the finish isn't there.
Wow, great.
Wow. When your bigs run, you got to reward them, and that's exactly what Lithuania have been doing so far.
What a great rim run.
Number 3, Oblak.
Almost finished it, but foul on, who was that on?
Teja Oblak, that's her second foul of the game. That is a big problem for coach Nikiolakos. Oblak will come out of the action, and Sambolic will come in her place. Lithuania, as much as they'll be happy with the 11-point lead, they'll love the fact that the Slovenian captain is already in a little bit of foul trouble.
Oh, for sure. And this free throw there.
Number 14, Lithuania.
She's 2 from 2 for her first trip. She made 1 from 2 on the second trip. Nagla Saventa-Aita. Sambolic now, ball in hand.
Still would like to see Slovenia try and get the ball inside.
Friškovec kicks it back out. Oh, and that's a very, very important three. Tina Mijanovic with the triple. And that is one way that Slovenia can get themselves out of this hole, because it will make that Lithuanian defense less compact. They'll have to chase out to the perimeter.
Absolutely.
Ball dumped inside. Oversize and another and one play. Uncontainable, the front court for Lithuania right now. This time, Miss Kenyana gets the score and draws the foul.
I mean, every time Slovenia scores, Lithuania has an answer right after, making it almost impossible for Slovenia to go on a run.
Lithuania, you feel, are trying to keep the tempo high right now as well. They want the game to be played at pace. He sits to Shepherd. Down inside. Slovenia just struggling to get options now. Shepherd, where she wants to be, fades away. That is a tough shot. Will draw the foul off Sventa-Aita. Contact on the arm, and Shepherd will head to the line for 2.
Actually kind of surprised she faded away on that shot. I was expecting her to have another fake, try and do an up and under to get to the basket, but either way, it worked out in her favor. She's going to the line.
Yeah, I don't like saying, but maybe a little bit bailed out by the defense on that play.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you see your players fading away. You kind of just, all right, keep my hands straight up, take my chances. If they make it, she's better offense, but I thought her defense was pretty solid until the end.
What an impact Jessica Shepherd has had on this Slovenian team, averaging over 21 points and 14 rebounds a game in those qualifiers. A leading light, but has struggled early here in this one, but an encroachment from the Lithuanian team. We'll see Shepherd back at the line to retake that second free throw.
It's the second free throw violation this game. Something you don't see very often.
Yeah, gets it to go in the end. Lithuania's lead at 10 points, a little over 3.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Beautiful ball movement and another easy score down low. Sventa-Aita out to 5 points early in this one.
I thought that could have been an and one almost.
At this rate, Lithuania are tracking for a 120-point ball game. Shepherd skips it through. Lithuania scrambling, but it works. Friškovec sidestep, 3 ball. Off right, big offensive rebound, and that's what Slovenia need. If they are going to lean on the jumper, they need to crash those boards. Foul's going to be called. One, I think, on Skihita. Suyuka's going to come back in as Lisic heads to the bench.
That's Lisic's first breather of this game.
And yet to get any points on the board, was averaging nearly 18 a game in the qualifiers, and that kind of tells you the story of this first quarter so far, as I think Iolakis is left looking for some solutions right now.
Absolutely. I think they've had a few players in double figures throughout the qualifiers, so they definitely need to find a way to score.
Shepherd now, down in the low block, double team instantly pounces on her. Has to kick it out, gets it back. 3 for Shepherd on the wing, and that is why Shepherd is such an important piece of the puzzle.
I think that is her first three-point attempt, possibly, in all of EuroBasket qualifiers and EuroBasket. She's 1 for 1.
Santaraita holds it up, looks for the backdoor cut. A quick release, comes up short this time. And the foul's going to be called. Let's see which way this one goes. I think it's on Siuka. Here's the replay. It's a real scramble for possession. Siuka that gets whistled for it. It's her first foul. Oh, sorry, second foul of the game. So Siuka, a little bit of foul trouble as well.
Now they've got 2 players in foul trouble for Slovenia. And I think Lithuania's got a deeper bench, I would say, than Slovenia. So this is really putting them in trouble right now.
There's certainly more depth of experience as well. You go down the Slovenian bench and there's a lot of future superstars yet to experience this level of competition. First is good from the line as the Lithuanian fans are enjoying themselves courtside. No matter where Lithuania play, they travel in numbers and they travel with noise.
I was going to say, yeah, they always travel with a drum.
Out of the games comes Mishkiniena. Back into the action comes Joškaitė. On-ball pressure relentless from Lithuania. Shepherd decided against the 3. Oh, it's thrown away. Indecision from Shepherd caused the turnover, really, and it's dropped out of bounds. Right, Domškihita.
Oh, yeah, bounced right on that sideline.
Gotta love that from the officials. Eagle eyes. Symbolic to Siuka. Stays on the floor with those 2 fouls. More fluidity here from Slovenia, but the defense from Lithuania holds strong. Strong drive inside off the glass, and foul will be called. That's a smart play by Sambolic, a 21-year-old, reading the game well.
You can see that Lithuania is really in a, it's almost like a drop zone-ish. It's not a zone, but they're packing the paint.
So much help. So much help. Which gives you the confidence to guard the perimeter, right? You can chase shooters because you're like, if you go by me, we're okay.
Well, that's why I think Slovenia needs to start hitting some outside shots, too. That would obviously help them open up the paint a little bit, but man, it's a good thing that they finally got to the free throw line. That's another good advantage for them. Help stop the clock a little bit, get points the old-fashioned way.
Sambolic gets her first points of her EuroBasket women's career. And the second is good as well. Vital in these situations that you convert those free throws. Down to a 9-point ball game. Joškaitė hands it away on the wing, and the 3 is up, and the 3 is good. Joškaitė van der Horst drains the wing 3.
That is what Joškaitė van der Horst is on the floor for, knocking down those 3s.
One of the highest scoring Lithuanian players in this competition's history. One of the few that have actually been to a EuroBasket women's tournament, played in both 2013 and 2015.
So actually, her first time back playing 5-on-5 competition, because she was doing 3-on-3.
Yeah, she dabbled with the 3x3 for a while. Quite a few players doing that. not going to lie. Glad to see you back in the 5-on-5 format.
I am too, and just recently had a baby, so shout out to all the moms on the court.
Looked around, little shot fake, drives inside. Had a little 3x3 flavor on it, that play for
sure
sure.
Did.
And Molic hands it to Shepherd. Shepherd trying to do a lot of work. Kicks it out in the corner. He sits for three. Corner pocket three. Goes down.
Huge shot for Lizets. That's exactly what they needed.
Right now, Slovenia just trying to hold on to the coattails of Lithuania, trying to stay in the game. The skater down low, double team, skips across, wide open on the weak side. That's short though. Rebound scrambled down. Sambolic with the controlling rebound. Slovenia slow it down. Trying to take the final shot of this first quarter. 6 seconds remaining. Shepherd ducks inside, draws the foul. Won't get the and one. Will head to the line for shots. Sventa Raita whistled for the foul.
I thought that was a smart decision for Slovenia to let Shepherd play one-on-one.
And that is the mismatch that Shepherd causes. Her foot speed, her lateral movement, her handle. It's tough for most bigs to stay in front of her. Sventa Raita picks up her second foul as Shepherd misses another free throw. Gets the second to go, takes a personal tally to 9, and she'll sub out to get a little bit of an extra break over the first quarter. Into the game comes the 22-year-old Moitza Jelens.
Still plenty of time to get a shot off.
3.5 seconds for Lithuania to work with. They're going to have to heave it from way inside their own half. It's a long heave, and that will come up short. Well, we were excited for this group to get underway, and that first quarter has delivered in a big, big way. At the end of the first quarter, it's Slovenia 19, Lithuania 27.
Now it's time to introduce for the first time today, Oblak Squad.
A very strong start from Lithuania has given Coach Nikiolakis some issues. Here's the shooting stats from the first quarter. 3 from 7 from outside for Lithuania. Slovenia struggling to get that jumper to land, and that's really the tale of the tape in the first 10 minutes.
Absolutely. You look at their two-point percentage. Slovenia is at 37% as opposed to 66 for Lithuania.
Sita got us underway, lived up to all that hype straight away early in the game. She took over in the first 2 minutes. She had 7 points and 3 assists at the end of the first 10 minutes of her EuroBasket women career.
Scorching hot. That's the confidence she needs to have coming into this tournament for it being her first go. And I think it's exactly what Lithuania needs.
Zoom back to you as a 19-year-old. Did you have that level of confidence to deliver on one of the biggest stages on the planet?
Absolutely not. I mean, like I said, I have this feeling that she's so much older than what she is, because we've seen her for so long. But my goodness, I've been very impressed with her so far these first 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's been a phenomenal first quarter for the 19-year-old. But all in all, Lithuania have been looking good. And if you have your phones to hand, scan the QR code on the screen, download Courtside 1891. If you like your basketball, particularly with an international flavor, it is a must-have to have on your phone. Stream schedules and scores, everything you could possibly want. Second quarter action underway here in Bologna. Lithuania with a strong first 10 minutes. They lead this one by 8 over Slovenia. Down low, Lisic will draw the foul. A shocked, surprised face from the 35-year-old Skyder van der Horst.
From this angle, it looked like all ball, but
I like that call from the official.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the right call. That said, I don't mind the defense. It's Lithuania imposing themselves again early on in this quarter.
And I think if you do your homework a little bit, you got to know that Nesiskaite is kind of known for swiping at the ball last minute, try and get her hands on it. So she tried her best.
Slovenia struggling from the line right now, just 4 from 7. Make that 4 from 8, and it's those kind of finer details that are so damaging in these big tournaments.
Absolutely, those are free points. That's why they're called free throws.
Jotsita will draw the foul. That one called on Sivanovic. That will be her second foul of the game as well. 3 Slovenian players on 2 fouls here. Free ball goes up. Oh, that was so difficult, but made it look easy. Natsitskaita van der Horst.
I think they might have called a 2-point basket. I'm not sure. Looked like the referee was signaling that her foot was on the line.
Baseline cut. Can't quite hold on to it. Yelens will drop it out of bounds. There, the official now explaining that foot was on the line, I think. Let's have a look at the replay.
Oh, no. That was
tough to see from here, but
on that replay, it looked like she was well behind. I wonder if they
could have been worth a challenge, potentially. Remember, both coaches have 1 coach's challenge in the game. Skater back out. More intense defense now from Slovenia. Kickball violation called, so it'll be a fresh 14 for Lithuania. Apologies with the shot clock graphic on your screen. It's struggling to keep up with the game at the moment, so...
Game's it's too fast.
It is. The technology is not staying up with the game. Jotsita splits the defense. Foul's going to be called. And that is foul number 3 on Svranovic. And that is a big problem for Coach Vigiolakis, and that will change his rotation now. Not going to take her out of the game. It's a big call at this stage. Jotsita, puts her in a spin. Gets around the defense, glides inside. And that is that experience that you see, 19 years old, and looking for the pass.
The body control, going to the basket like that. I mean, she honestly, she could have taken the shot, but being unselfish, she was looking for her teammate.
And some people question the Golden State Valkyries picking her with their first ever pick, but anyone in the know was like, yes, that is a future pick that he's going to pay back so many times over. Down low, off the glass, not this time, but a big offensive rebound. Nesiskaita van der Horst gets in there, scoops it up. That was before the shot. Foul whistled on Sambolic. First foul of the game for her.
Yeah, Slovenia's got to be they're going to be in trouble here if they keep fouling this early in the second quarter.
It's particularly in the back court as well.
Yeah.
Free ball goes up, that comes up short. This time Slovenia do protect their own boards. Sambolic. Lisic hands it back. Manages to get all the way around the hedge. Now the attack at the bucket. It's a strong move and it's a smart move. A veteran play by Zara Freškovic.
Great drive. Great finish by Freškovic.
Nine-point ball game. Dumped inside. Good defensive stand. Smart play. Yelensov foul called. Coach Vigiolakis not happy on the sidelines. Let's have a look at the replay.
Oh, that's interesting.
Coach Vigiolakis demonstrative. Officials have a little conversation with him.
Yeah, they're already four fouls, 7 minutes and 38 seconds left to go. It's going to be... Things aren't looking too good right now.
No, there could be an awful lot of free throws coming Lithuania's way. In the qualifiers, they averaged a little over 75% from the free throw line. So this could be the opportunity for them to really push on and open the lead up again. Two from two from the line for Zabotskiena. Triple change here for Slovenia. Oblak, Suka and Shepard will come into the game. And Slovenia really do, well, they've gone back to their starting five.
Yeah, we haven't seen a whole lot from Suka yet in this game.
And Teo Black, 2 points, 1 from 3, picked up early foul trouble. And you feel that all three of those players are going to have to hit double digits and have a big impact. Shepard locked in down low, sealed low, looking to go to work. Leans into that left hand, off the glass, not this time. That's a great stand, but Slovenia crashed the O glass hard. Oh, Black behind the back. Oh, beautiful play, but the teardrop not quite there.
They had 2 really good looks in that possession. They just fell a little bit short on those shots.
Sinishkaita down low, spacing the floor well. Lithuania making it difficult to defend them. Sinishkaita straight at the bucket, blocked from behind by Suka. Great defensive stand, and now Shepard out of the races. And an easy 2 for Jessica Shepard.
Great rim run by Jessica Shepard to get to the cup.
She's the first Slovenian to double digits. 11 points for Shepard now. Slovenia fighting hard. Lithuania, though, with another offensive rebound, their 4th of the game. Foul's going to be called. Is that on Suka? If so, that is a crazy foul for her to commit. So far away from the basket, no real threat. She picks up her 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, I don't really understand why that took place, especially when they were double teaming. It's really unnecessary to foul as the ball is going away from the basket.
And that is that 19-year-old in her coming out. Just that
right.
little bit of a lack of experience.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, it's growing pains. You got to go through it at some point.
It certainly is, and for both of these teams, yes, they have eyes on now. They want to make waves in this tournament, but they're also looking at some of those younger players going, how do we give you that experience so next tournament after, you are absolutely ready to take this national team program to the next level? Yeah,
and I think the only way you're going to improve at it is that you have to go through it. You gotta, unfortunately, you have to have a lot of trial and error. That goes not just on the basketball court, that's in life.
These are life lessons for sure. Lithuania back up to a double-digit lead. They're just managing to hold Slovenia at arm's length. Shepard to Olisic. Patience from Slovenia, but it's not playing out right now. Shepard, quick spin move, goes to the baseline, gets the space that she wants, and gets the score.
You see her she gave a little look. I think she felt she got fouled on that play.
Timeout has been called by coach Staniszewskis. As Slovenia starting to get a foothold in this game.
Ne laikyk jo, seik full frontą, gerai? Ir vyk saidas, žiūrėkit, jeigu neina, stumk ją į galinę, galim perim galvą. Shepard, nelaikom, priskatim, full frontas dabar, gerai? Ei, metamos baudos agresyviai. Juška, sukam 3 prieš 100, gerai?
Jie iškart eina kumštis dvigubai. Iškart atrakirsim.
Ei, priėmė kamuolį, Laura priėmė kamuolį, jos eina čia. čia žaidžiam tą patį, gerai. Didelę kertą, čia laisvas metimas, gerai.
Important timeout for Lithuania. Slovenia back to within 8. How do you think now Lithuania are going to put more pressure on Shepherd? She's starting to find that momentum. Early on they were double teaming her. Now they seem to be a straight matchup. How do you see this playing out from Lithuania's perspective?
I mean, Shepherd's got 13 points already. I think they might end up going back to that double team. It was working really well for them in that first quarter, so if I had to guess, that's what they said in Lithuanian.
By the end of the week, you'll be fluent in Lithuanian,
you know?
and in Slovenian, it'll be fine.
Maybe, I think he might have also said, you know, let's be a little bit more patient on offense. Let's be aggressive. They're in the bonus, so.
Little discussion between the officials and the commissioner right now. So that's why we have a delay to restart the game. They are going to go to a review. I think they're going to review whether that Nazi Sky to Van der Horst was a 2 or a 3. So I love this. This is great. They're making the right decision. They're using the tech. Let's listen into the officials.
If the shot was 2 or 3 points, initial decision on the court, it's 2 points. 9:29. The time is 9:29. So this shot, can we go? This shot, please, this camera, please. Can we go? Go back. So how did you see it?
For me, it's conclusive, it's a 3-point shot.
It's conclusive, it's 3-point shot, same opinion like you. So we have a 3-point shot over there. After the review, I'm confirming that the call on the floor, it's overturned. Now it will be a 3-point shot. Thank you.
Gotta love that from the officials. That's what the review system is there for.
Absolutely. I'm glad they took the time to review that. I mean, clearly, just looking on film,
It's exactly
2
what
feet
it's there
behind the
for.
line.
Yeah, it's there to help them make the right decisions, and that's what we've got to in the end. That pushes Lithuania's lead back out to 9. It will be sideline possession for Lithuania as we come back into this. 5:55 left in this first half. A blistering first quarter, a more considered and thoughtful second quarter, I would say.
Yeah, and Slovenia's in foul trouble with just under 6 minutes left to go.
Ball back into the hands of Donskishita. Looking for the low post. Skater looking to go to work against Friškovec. No joy this time. Shepherd with another rebound, her 5th of the night. Siuka. Bit of P&R with Shepherd. Siuka ducks inside. It's deflected out of bounds, so it'll still be Slovenian ball.
I thought with Siuka, she could have taken that shot with her length on that, with her right hand. Yeah, as you see on that replay, I think that was a missed opportunity for her.
Just a little bit of decision-making from the 19-year-old lacking here early in this one. Every minute that passes, though, is a benefit to her. Foul's going to be called. This time it's whistled on Donskihita. Let's have a look at the replay. There's a little bump on the cut.
Second foul.
Lisits. Oh, it's almost open for the 3. Didn't have the confidence to let it go. Friškovec. Off right, rebound falls into the hands of Donskihita. Long outlet pass, the running bigs rewarded yet again. This time it is Mishkiniana for the 2.
Lithuania's had a few buckets in transition, just easy looks.
Shepard, spin move, right hand. Defense stands strong, but fouls in the end. Foul called on Labuskiena. Shepard back at the line for free throws. 2 from 4 so far this evening for Shepard. Such a flat release.
That was really short. I mean, she has played quite a few minutes already. Has, like you said, 13 points, 5 rebounds, so she is doing a lot. But
second is good.
At least she was able to make the adjustment on that second shot.
Still a 10-point lead here for Lithuania. Oh, beautiful spacing. Timing of the cuts was great. Slovenia fighting with everything they've got down low, but it's not enough. Another score. Mishkiniana gets it on the second attempt, and a timeout's going to be called by coach Nikiolakos as Slovenia find themselves down by 12 with a little over 4.5 minutes left in this first half.
Now, guys, you can scan the QR code on the jumbo screen for an instant win. You can win tickets or mini ball.
You stay in the middle here, okay? So they don't know where to pass. All right, ladies, come on, it's okay. Continue. As I say, you play this, okay? You play this. In defense, what's your player? Who was your player? The runner, the cutter? The cutter. 17. 8. Number 17, cutter. Number 17 also, we go blue. Okay, with number 17 also go blue. So, go lock to the middle, only with the sky there. Only with the sky. Only with the sky. You can also lock only with the sky.
Shepard certainly doing what she can right now for the Slovenian team. 14 points and 5 rebounds. But as it stands, Slovenia trail by 12 to Lithuania. 4 minutes and 31 seconds left in the second quarter. O'Black brings it up over the half. Trying to find a way around. She'll go all the way through. Friškovets back out to Lisits. Friškovets has got the mismatch now. Drives inside, quick foot speed, not there. Shepard rips down the rebound. Siuka inside, little soft right hand is good for Siuka. Her first points of the game.
Her first points in EuroBasket.
It's a big moment for any player. It's going to be the first of many across her career. There's no two ways about that.
That is for sure.
Yoshkaita for 3. Will she get the roll? No, she won't. Lisits towers to pull that one down. Foul will be called. Mishkiniana called for the foul.
Number 17,
Stanišauskis and the Lithuanian brain trust there on the bench. We're relatively happy with how this first half has gone so far.
Well, I'm curious to see if Slovenia can get another bucket right here. I don't think they've had 2 consecutive possessions where they've scored.
Siuka now skips it through. Friškovets inside, it's ripped away. Will remain Slovenia ball. 8 seconds on the shot clock. And we're going to see Jotsita come back into the game. A fresh Justa Jotsita. 7 points in that first quarter. Black now. Friškovec gets an open shot, but it's off right. Shepherd, another offensive rebound, her third offensive board of the night. Black will get the score, but it's wiped away. An offensive foul called on Teo Black, and Coach Vikiolakos is saying it was a flop.
I think that's the right call, unfortunately.
I do too.
See it in that slow motion. She kind of gives her a little elbow.
It's the change of direction that pushes the officials into that situation more than anything else.
I think had she just held it, just done a little hesitation, she's probably still would have gotten the same shot, but it's unfortunate that she moved that shoulder and elbow.
Jotsita skips inside, traveling violation called. Both teams will make a change as Sventoraita comes in for Lithuania and Sambolic comes in for Slovenia.
Slovenia might have gotten lucky on that one. That could have been a foul.
Both teams certainly playing physically in this second quarter. Down low, Lisits now has position. Goes to the right hand off the glass. Shepherd once again cleans things up. The garbage that Shepherd has scooped up in this game has been unreal.
Jeez. So good on the offensive glass. She just knows how to use her body well and get in position.
Jotsita on the wing for three, off left. Shepherd with another rebound. She'll lead the charge down the floor, but it's batted out of bounds by Donskihita.
It's great hands by Donskihita, because that would have been probably a 2-on-1 opportunity.
It would,
for Slovenia.
And it would have brought it down to a 6-point ball game. And it sounds crazy, but for Slovenia, they've not played anywhere near their potential. And if they can get to the halftime break down by 6 or 8 points, that's still not the end of the world, right?
Still plenty of game left.
Lisits. Spin move. Comes back out. Now Shepherd back against Sventoraita. Kicks it out. Lisits, weak side wing, in and out. Another offensive rebound. This time Suka. Lisits. Another offensive rebound. Slovenia all over the offensive glass. An offensive foul will be called on Lisits this time. Overly aggressive.
So tough for Slovenia. They really outworked Lithuania that entire possession with all those offensive rebounds. That would have been a great finish, a rewarding finish.
Just didn't need to extend that arm, though. Just hold it on an arm bar. She's on your hip. There's only one thing going to happen, right?
Exactly.
You're going to be fouled.
But I like how intense Slovenia is playing right now. They've really picked it up a notch.
The game is starting to bubble nicely for us. Under 2 to play in the first half. An 8-point ball game here in Bologna. Sventoraita, beautiful pass. Wonderful backdoor cut, timing.
Wow, just wide open. Nobody saw her cutting behind.
Mashkanita with the score. Lisits in and out, and you feel maybe that Lisits is forcing it a little bit right now.
She's struggling from the field today, 1 for 5.
Stolen away. Friškovec one-on-one against Jotsita. Good defense by Jotsita unintentionally, and it will be a Lithuanian ball.
Yeah, Jotsita's got the height advantage on that, but she did a great job going vertical.
She kept that retreating position as well. She's trying to get out of the way, but like you say, she's within her cylinder. Into the game comes Jelits. Out of the action does head Eva Lisits. It's a big final minute coming up here in this first half. Who's going to head to the locker room with momentum and confidence? Sventoraita drains the mid-range too.
I think Slovenia might need to make some adjustments at halftime with how they're defending the pick and roll, because they're leaving too many people wide open and causing their defense to rotate.
Sambolic kicks it out, throws it away. Suka will save it. No, she won't. Lithuania will scoop up the loose ball. And it does feel like Lithuania are going to head to the locker room full of confidence. Shepherd, though, with another rebound. She's one rebound away from the first half double-double, but it's Frišković. Nails a huge three.
Big shot. Wow.
What a moment to step up and hit a big, big three ball. Her first triple of the game. She was 0 from 5 heading into that three. And that has given some hope to this Slovenian team and to the Slovenian fans. Timeout called by coach Stanišauskis, who will want to make the most of the final 27.4 seconds in this first half.
Hey. Pasiruošėm prieš spaudimą, gerai, galim paspausti. Nami, Juška išmeta Juška. Išeinam 12 su Juška, žaidžiam lygis 8. Jos Gedžiks į strong side atšokinėja į apačią, gerai? 12.
Bit of a settling timeout called there by Lithuania. Their lead still sits at 9, 27.4 seconds left in this first half.
Yeah, I think if I'm Lithuania coming out of this timeout, you want to use as much clock as I can, potentially get to the free throw line since they're in the bonus. There's a lot of, just looking at who's on the floor right now, I'm like, man, a lot of weapons out there.
Yeah, there's literally 5 scorers back out onto the floor for Lithuania. A tough matchup for Slovenia to close out the half. Jotsita brings it up over the half with some urgency, but she'll slow it down as they look to run down as much of the clock as they can. Sambolic against Jotsita. Jotsita whips it around. Drive inside. Patience off the glass, no good. Shepherd has it ripped away. It's on the floor. A scramble on the hardwood to close out the half. A foul's going to be called, I think, on Sventeraita.
I think so, yeah.
They're in the penalty, so... Oh, in fact, is it not?
Oh.
I think it's on Sventeraita, so it should be free throws for Slovenia. We're going to see Sambolic head all the way to the other end of the floor for 2 free throws. All the players sacrificing their bones to the hardwood for that one. And this is a big opportunity for Slovenia now. They could enter the locker room down by just 7.
I know. I'm actually really surprised by that last call. I mean, not necessarily the call, it was clearly a foul, but just the awareness of jumping on somebody. It's 9 times out of 10 that's going to be a foul called, so just really kind of unnecessary little mishap by Lithuania.
Sambolic hits the first of her 2 free throws. Sventeraita picking up her 3rd foul as well, so a little bit of foul trouble for Lithuania to think about. Won't get the second to go, and that probably will be the end of the first half here in Bologna. A first half that is absolutely delivered on the pre-game hype. Lithuania with a very bright start in that first quarter. That is what has given them their lead here at the half-time break. This one hanging in the balance beautifully at the midway stage. It's Slovenia 34, Lithuania 42. Group B here in Bologna already delivering against expectations. Here are the stats from that first half of action. Certainly a brighter looking picture for Slovenia than it was at the end of the first quarter.
That first quarter 2-point percentage was brutal, so it's kind of the law of averages in the game of basketball, and sometimes it always just evens itself out throughout the game. So they had a much better second quarter. Obviously, Shepherd with 16 points. Huge for them.
Certainly a big second quarter for Slovenia. More on the defensive end, they let Lithuania score 27 in the first quarter. It was a 15 points apiece in that second quarter. That showed you the change. Here's the 2 key players, how they look at the half. Teo Black, just 2 points, early foul trouble. And Justa Jotsita had 7 points, all of them in the first quarter though. So both of the key players have kind of been neutralized in this game so far.
I agree with you. I think Josite has been a little quiet since that first, 3 minutes. She had 7 points. And like you said, the fouls for Oblak has really kept her off the court.
So here's some of the highlight plays from that first half of action. And it really was a blistering start to the game for Lithuania. 27 points in the first quarter. It looked like they were just going to romp to an unexpected easy win. Coach Stikiolakos and that Slovenian team had other ideas, though, and certainly picked up the intensity and the physicality in that second quarter.
Yeah, I think that first quarter, I thought it was going to end up being a blowout, but they made the right adjustments. As you said, their intensity was on point. I mean, only 15 points in the second quarter is obviously much better. I think Shepard has been key for them. Offensively, she needs help. She can't do it by herself. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of players are struggling from the field. Liset's 1 for 6, and normally she was averaging about 18 points a game in the qualifiers.
Yeah, 57% from the field was her percentage in those qualifiers, but she has received an awful lot of attention from that Lithuanian
Yes, she
team.
has. And Friskovic also is shooting 2 for 10. And we haven't seen a lot from...
Yeah, Teo Oblak as well. 1 from 4,
yeah.
Picked up that early foul trouble. She's got 3 fouls. Savenovic has got 3 fouls. It's certainly problematic, as has Siuka as well. But at the half here in Bologna, it's Slovenia 34, Lithuania 42.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Bad little seam, he stops. Sit down. That's a beautiful handle. Almost inconceivable the way things were going. Messamon for 3. Oh! Belgium stunningly have taken the lead. Anderson saves in bounds to Van Loo, 3-on-1 break. Oh, look at that. Look at the touch pass from Alamani. Oh, my goodness. Oh, nice move. Oh, because they didn't play the World Cup. What am I talking about? Nice move by Leonor Rodriguez. She was in the 2018 World Cup. Try to inbound it, they get it to Dubé! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! They have taken advantage!
Star getting some opportunity and minutes.
And Serbia go up by 4. Lilik has it. Goes to the ring. Oh, what a block! Oh! What a block by McGowan! And she gets the love of her teammates on that play.
That's great hands, quick hands by Manunga. Out in transition behind the back by Van Loo. Rezamon can do everything here in Tel Aviv.
I want to see that on replay because this Well, Oblak there. In the air.
And they do get it to FIBA. She ties the game! Now, they can review this to see if she got it off in time. This will be close.
That is unbelievable. These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Oh, welcome back to Bologna, game day one of the EuroBasket Women's 2025. Let's have a look at our leading scorer for Lithuania. And a strong first half performance offered up by Mishkaniena. Not necessarily the player we're expecting to be leading the way for the Lithuanian team, but they seem to have shared the ball well. They seem to have shared their offense well. Sita has 7, Sventa Raita has 7, Mishkaniena has 8. A very open, interchangeable offense from Lithuania.
Well, they have so many weapons. I mean, pick your poison, really. And the story for me is their bench. They've got 15 points from their bench in comparison to Slovenia's only got 6. So they are able to go deep into their bench and get scoring and get, at this point, almost anything that they want.
Here is the shot chart. As you can see, getting the job done just a little bit close to the basket, but hey, that's your job, that's where you do. And from a coach's perspective, if you look at that and you'd be like, you'd give them a round of applause and you'd be like, that's what we want. That's what you're there to do.
Well, I think a lot of the problem for Slovenia is they're really stepping out aggressively defensively. Their post players are getting overextended, and it's making them difficult to get back defensively.
And now we'll have a look at the top scorer for Slovenia, Jessica Shepherd. What a first 20 minutes of EuroBasket women's action we've seen from her. 16 points, 9 rebounds, as well as 2 assists. 6 from 9 from the field. How many more superlatives can we assign to Jessica Shepherd?
Man, she can't do it by herself. She's going to need help this second half from all of her teammates at this point if they want to get this win. I think what's kept them in the game is obviously Shepherd, but they have 9 offensive rebounds, and those second chance points has been crucial for Slovenia, and 4 of those O boards are Jessica Shepherd.
It is a little bit of the Jessica Shepherd show right now. Here is your shot chart for her. Most of that work getting done, either offensive rebounds or her attacking the basket, but there is that one made 3, and that's why she is such a threat, because she's hard to guard and to lock out.
Well, she doesn't normally shoot threes. It's not really her game, but I think if you give her all day with time and space, she can knock it down, and that's exactly what happened. She's now officially 1 for 1, 100% from the three-point line in EuroBasket 2025.
So we're at the halfway stage of the opening game here in Group B. It's Slovenia 34, Lithuania 42. Both teams coming back to the floor to get their warm-ups in and get themselves ready for the second half. And this game is definitely not a done deal by any stretch of the imagination. Slovenia haven't played nowhere near their potential in that first half, and they find themselves only trailing by 8.
Yeah, I think, like you said, there's plenty of time left. A lot can happen in 20 minutes. I mean, just to look at the first half, the first quarter, they gave up 27 points. They did a much better job defensively, holding Lithuania to 15. So they have a tall order to defend a lot of different weapons in Lithuania, but I mean, it's EuroBasket. You got to do what you got to do, and it's important to win that first game, right?
Yeah, the momentum, and also when you look at this being the first game, people go, oh, you can kind of ease your way in. You literally can't.
No.
You've got 3 games to prove your worth, to prove that you are worthy of that flight to Athens, worthy of that spot in the quarterfinals. There is really no easing yourself into this tournament.
And I think you can't look too far ahead, right? I mean, you got, what, 3 games in 4 days? So you really just have to focus and being in the moment. And right now, they just need to focus on starting the 3rd quarter properly.
Yeah, most players would be asked to approach this as if this is a one-and-done game almost, isn't it? It's that, you know, you have to win this game.
You have that mentality. Yeah, I agree with you.
Later this evening, we'll see Serbia take on Italy. And no doubt we'll have some home crowd vocal support for the Italian team. But right now, all eyes here on Slovenia against Lithuania. Still 20 minutes to play in this one. Shepherd on path, on course for, well, a hell of a stat line. Who knows, maybe we could even see triple-double. A bit of an alert coming up. She's only got 2 assists, so maybe I'm being a bit too optimistic, but
I mean, if she
stays just never know.
If she stays at this pace, she's going to have 30 and 20, so...
That's an unbelievable...
Which would be crazy.
That is an absolutely unbelievable stat line. To give you an idea, on the rebounding side of things, she needs to get 25 rebounds to be the all-time record for number of rebounds in a game. So,
really?
Yeah, John-Paul Jones for Bosnia-Herzegovina had 24. If she gets 21, 22, she'll get in the top 3, so maybe that's what she should target.
I mean, and John-Paul Jones has some more size compared to Shepherd.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, other news from around the opening day here of EuroBasket Women's. Group A tipped off in Greece earlier today. And, well, the favourites that many people have for the tournament, France going up against Turkey. And it was almost the upset. France coming away with a 2-point win in the end, 71-69. So they get a stuttering start to their title attack.
I think that would have been the talk of EuroBasket.
That would have been a huge, firework going off if that one had gone the other way. Turkey are pushing them all the way, but all eyes now here in Bologna on this one. Both teams back to their huddles as the coaches grab those final few moments to imprint the most important words in the minds of your players. Great to see so many fans courtside, both Slovenia and Lithuania wonderfully supported here in Bologna.
I'm not that surprised that there's a nice little Lithuanian crowd.
Wherever Lithuania go, there are basketball fans. There absolutely are. So how important is this opening few phases, these few plays here in this second half? Have Slovenia really got to come out and set the tone? And if you do have your phones to hand, do download the official EuroBasket Women app. There's your QR code. Gives you everything you need, including the live stats as we progress through our game here today. But as I was saying, these opening few moments of this second half, what are you looking for from both these teams?
Yeah, I think anytime you have a break or you're coming out of a timeout or you're starting the quarter, execution is everything. So really curious to see how Lithuania is going to approach this possession.
Second half underway here in Bologna at the halfway stage here in Group B. It's Slovenia 34, Lithuania 42. 1-2 goes up from Lithuania. Offensive rebound pulled down by Joškaitė. Skip through to Joškaitė. Lovely pick and roll. Mid-range 2 is heavy. Oblak taps it back to Lisits.
Really would like to see Lisits and Oblak contribute a little bit more offensively.
Pass had a little bit too much sauce on it from Shepherd, but it falls kindly, and Priškovec struggled early in the first half, hit a late 3, and now starts the second half with a 3.
Yeah, she was 2 for 10 in that first half.
Oh, backdoor cut, Joškaitė, smart play, timing and angle delivered to perfection.
I'm telling you, every time Slovenia scores, Lithuania comes right back at them.
Back to a 7-point ball game. Oblak now off the Shepherd screen. Priškovec, another 3, not this time, comes up short. Shepherd now has a double-double, and she gets 2 points as well. 18 points and 10 rebounds for Jessica Shepherd.
Should we make bets if she's going to have 30 and 20?
That is an unreal debut stat line. Yotzita now. Dumped inside, whip to the weak side, catch and shoot. Siniskaita hits a three. Lithuanian fans like that one.
I thought their defensive rotation was actually pretty good there, but it was better offense for Lithuania.
Friškovets hands it away. Nice drive inside, but won't get the roll. It just is not going, at least its way today. Friškovets will draw the foul. Quick transition basketball from Lithuania.
Man, that's really unfortunate for Lisets. I thought that was such a great take. And then on the other end, again, great run.
Svanovic picks up her 4th foul of the game. No real choice for coach Dikiolakis. Has to make the change. Dabaliak will come in her place.
That's tough. 4 fouls already. That puts Slovenia in a really tough position right now.
Skater at the line for 2. First is a little heavy.
It's pretty uncharacteristic of her.
Yeah, very good free throw shooter. Misses 2 in a row. That's a collector's item. And Black pulls down the rebound. Friškovets. Black now turns the corner, drives inside. That's the move that we know her for, but comes up a little short. It will remain Slovenian ball.
It's a great take, but again, she's had 2 short shots going to the cup.
She's frustrated with the officials, but I'm not sure I saw anything on the drive. Just didn't quite have the spring in the legs to get that one over the rim. Black comes around the screen. Friškovets will get it back off Shepard. Little teardrop right-hander, no good. Oh, big one-handed rebound. Love the defensive board from Yoshkaita. Foul will be called on Dabaliak.
It's tough. I don't really understand the point of that foul.
You couldn't be further away from your own basket.
Away from the basket. So I'm not
without being in the locker room, you couldn't be further away.
Having a hard time understanding why that happened.
Yotzita now, guarded by Friškovets. Oh, what a pass, splits the defense. Yoshkaita spins along the baseline, in and out with that shot though. Shepard getting frustrated that she is being held by Mishkaniena. Black now looks to attack.
Ooh.
An unsportsmanlike foul, and do have to be a little careful. No play at the ball there, really.
I'd like to see a replay on that.
Will be a baseline ball for Slovenia. First foul of the quarter for Lithuania. Lithuania have been playing physical defense the entire game.
On both sides, I would say.
Lisets now. Hands it away to O'Black. Foul will be called. Siniskaita called for the foul. And you wonder if the referees and the officials now have kind of seen enough and they're going to tighten up a little bit to tidy the game up a little.
It seems to be going that way. Both teams they've got 2 fouls apiece.
O'Black now to Shepard. Very patient offense from Slovenia. O'Black long 2, rolls it home, and that is what Teo O'Black has to deliver.
Finally, she might just have needed just that 1 shot to go in.
And it's a 6-point ball game. Worrying times for Lithuania and their fans right now. Yotzita skipped through. Siniskaita looking to go to the bucket against Shepherd. Scoops it with the left hand. That is a wonderful play by the 24-year-old. Friškovets. Lee sits for three. Oh, drains the bottom of the bucket. That is a sound that she has been dreaming about in this game. Gets it to roll.
Slovenia desperately needed that three to go in from these sets. They really needed to get her going offensively. Shepherd cannot be the only one scoring for Slovenia tonight.
Short corner two, pulls at it. Rebound pulled down by Friškovets. Handed to Shepherd. Shepherd now to O'Black. She's open. Oh, little heavy-handed. Teo Black had the opportunity to bring it to a one-point ball game.
That would have been huge.
Jotsita will draw the foul from Friškovets. Second foul of the game for her.
Second foul, substitution for Lithuania. Player in number 6.
Triple change here for Lithuania. Coach Stanišauskas clearly not happy, as we're going to see Natsitskaita Vanderhorst, Sventa Raita and Donskihita come into the game. Whenever you see a triple change like that, it's either because things are going brilliantly or because
really
things are going
yeah.
really badly.
I don't think it's going terribly for them, but their bench has been really good for them tonight, so why not go to them?
Jotsita inside to Sventa Raita. Sventa Raita, old school back to the basket move, won't get the roll. Shepherd, another rebound. Looks to go coast to coast, hands it back to O'Black. O'Black misses the layup, but she'll get another attempt. Lisits now attacks. Long three ball. Long rebound into the hands of Shepherd. Foul's going to be called on Natsitskaita Vanderhorst. Coach Dikiolakis wanting an unsportsmanlike foul. The officials are going to talk this one over.
Oh, they did call that. I'd like to see.
It's that left arm of the shirt pull.
Yeah.
Sportsmanlike foul has been called.
It's definitely a 3-on-3 play right there. 3x3.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
About it. Leaking into her game.
Yeah.
Shepherd now at the line for two. She's 3 from 6 so far this evening. The first is good, and if she makes this one, we are in a one-possession ball game here. And it really has sparked this game back into life. 19 points now for Jessica Shepherd.
She's got 12 rebounds.
Misses the second. It's not been her night from the free throw line. She's only 4 from 8. Lithuanian fans doing what they can from the stands, bringing the noise, bringing the drums. Slovenia now with possession as well off the back of that unsportsmanlike foul. O'Black on the pick and roll. Lee sits for 3. It's a big shot. We've been talking about Lee sits all game, and now she's stepping up to the plate. A one-point ball game, and Lithuania call the timeout.
Lithuania's got to be careful here. You wake up, Lee sits. It's a whole different ball game. She hits those threes. It's really going to open up the paint for Shepherd to get more work inside. Wow, one-point game.
What a comeback here from Slovenia. They have got us on the edge of our seats again. Let's jump into this Lithuanian huddle. Well, Lithuania did have a 12-point lead. That lead is now down to just 1 point. As a coach, as this Lithuanian coach, Stanišauskas, what's the communication at this point? Is it disciplinarian? Is it encouraging? How are you approaching this to try and turn the flow again?
I mean, I think Lithuania has kind of gotten a little bit stagnant, right? They were sharing the ball a lot more in that first half. So they need to go back to that. I mean, anyone on the floor can score for them. And, you know, you can go almost 12 deep. So they have the weapons. They just need to figure out how to get open looks.
4:39 left in this third quarter. And as expected, this one setting itself up to be a real nail-biter. Jotsita into Sventeraita. Sventeraita wants to go to work against Shepard. Goes to that long left arm. It's not there. Offensive rebound. Oh, in and out. Hard luck for Natitskaita van der Horst. Teo Black looking like she's playing with a bit more confidence now. And this is the jumper, though. Jotsita goes past Friškovec. Olisic will be called for the foul. Her third foul of the game.
Can't get her in foul trouble. Oh, man.
Not at this moment.
Yeah.
Fourth foul of the quarter for Slovenia as well. Jotsita heading to the line for 2 free throws. Her first trip to the free throw line at EuroBasket Women. First is good.
She's been pretty quiet the rest of this game so far.
Yeah, had 7 in the first quarter, and we're deep in the third, and she only has 9. Slovenia certainly have reacted and changed up how they've been guarding. Black now with Shepard. Whipped around Friškovec for 3, and that is how Slovenia got themselves to this tournament, and that is how they have a chance of winning this game. And that is their first lead of the game.
It's a great Spanish action. On ball to a back screen for Friškovec to come out and pop for that 3.
Steps out of bounds. Natitskaita van der Horst. Just that little step back to push to the drive, and she steps on the line.
I would like to see Slovenia run that play again.
Just change up the personnel, right? They've got shooters across the board, so beautiful catch and shoot, but that is how Zala Friškovec has made her career. She is one of those special team shooters. She can just get that shot away so quickly as well. They're going to run it again. Ball in her hand. Black now will attack the basket. Nice little mix-up, change-up. Black still struggling to get the game to go her way.
She is still struggling, but I think she has to take those shots. I mean, those are still high-quality shots.
Beautiful soft floater off the glass. Siniskaita for 2. Pick and roll, pulls up at the free throw line. That is a smart play this time. Dabaliak, a 23-year-old.
Yeah, if the post defense is going to sink that far underneath the basket, you got to take that pull up.
Both these teams trading buckets right now. Sventeraita demanding the ball down low against Shepard. That is a battle of the bigs that I am enjoying immensely right now. Oh, Shepard slips to the bucket. Smart play and a good feed by Black for another 2. Shepard, 21 points, 13 rebounds.
Just a smart read, slip that screen. Easy 2, great heads-up play by Oblak.
Stolen away, no. It's kept hold of Jotsita. Short corner 2, rolls it home. Juste Jotsita, but it's thrown quick outlet. Couldn't quite hold on to it, though. Dabaliak could have had a breakaway layup.
Just grabbing onto that shoulder. She might have fallen.
Black inside, Shepard rejected. Sventeraita bats it away.
Monster block.
Skip to the weak side. Natitskaita. Sventeraita, what a game she's had. Under the radar, 9 points for Agla Sventeraita.
That was a nice little 2-man game by 2 of their veteran players.
And in the blink of an eye, Lithuania are back in the lead. Jotsita's coming out of the game. In place will come Joškaita.
Substitution for Slovenia. They are out of black. They are in Samuelic.
Clarification from the officials. I think potentially the Slovenian bench have had their final warning. As we're going to see Siuka come back into the game. Out of the action will come Avalisic.
Substitution for Slovenia. Player out. Player in number 17, Siuka.
Final minute of this third quarter. Slovenia leading this quarter, almost lost the footing, scramble on the floor for possession, is tied up, gets it to Shepherd. That is a tough play. Shepherd, spin move inside, won't get the score. Kicks it out, wide open on the wing. That's an air ball. Shepherd doesn't get the rebound. Joškaita picks up the loose ball. Frenetic basketball here in Bologna. Wide open, Joškaita. Back of the iron, spits it away.
Wow, this is, my blood's starting to boil a little bit. It's a lot of back and forth.
Pressure on the ball now from Lithuania, and it's
man.
thrown away. An easy two, breakaway off the glass. Nacic van der Horst. Lithuania's lead back up to 3. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Kriškovec dives inside, foul's going to be called. Joškaita called for that foul. Her second of the game.
Smart foul. They had one to give.
Big thumbs up from Jonsita. That will be a baseline ball for Slovenia with 0.8 seconds left. Will it be a lob for Shepherd to try and get something on it? It would make sense. If I'm Lithuania, I'm probably just crowding the paint as hard as I can. We're going to see a change here, though. Zvanovic will come into the game for Kriškovec, which is certainly interesting. There's the lob. It's not going to go, is it? They get it away. It's waved away, though, after the shot. But they'll probably review, I imagine. Let's see what the officials say. No, they're waving it away. I think they will go to the review.
Yeah.
Now, having a conversation in the middle of the floor right now. Potentially that is the end of the third quarter. Lithuania could have a 3-point lead, or it could be just one. The officials are, I think, going to go to the tape. Let's have a listen in and see what they say.
If the red lights appear before the ball release the hand of the shooter. Let's go frame by frame, please. Slowly. Slowly. Go. 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 Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Slowly now, frame by frame, please. Hand. Go. Go. Stop. Stop. Do we have another camera angle? No. No. So can we go frame by frame, please? Go slowly, yes, please. Now stop, stop. For me, ball is still with the touch of the fingers, and it's out of the time. How do you see the situation?
Also red lights, and the ball is still in the hand.
Yeah. So the ball is still in the hand, and when the red light appears, after the review, we are confirming that decision on the court. It's correct. Game clock expired before the release of the ball. Let's go.
Wow, that is a skin cell between that and it going down. But at the end of the third quarter, it will be Lithuania head to their bench with a lead. 10 minutes still to play here in Bologna. It's Slovenia 55, Lithuania 58. Here are the shooting stats so far in today's game. Slovenia fighting their way back in from the perimeter.
Yeah, I think they struggled pretty bad in the first half from the three-point line, and that was the biggest difference in the third quarter. It wasn't just Shepard. It was from the outside perimeter scoring, shooting from Lisets and Friskovets. They hit big-time shots. We saw a couple buckets from Oblak as well. And that's what's going to need to happen for Slovenia to be put in a position to be successful tonight. It cannot just be Jessica Shepard. She is having a phenomenal game, 21 points, 15 rebounds, but she needs help. And right now it's only Friskovic with 11 points.
Yeah, 4 3-pointers in that third quarter after they only scored 4 in the entire first half. More than half their points in that quarter coming from downtown. Do you feel that that trend has to continue? Is Slovenia going to come away with a win only if they can get the three ball going, or do you think going inside will still be enough for them?
I think it has to be a little bit of both, especially with this group. They're known for their outside shooting, and I think if Lisic stays hot this next quarter along with Friskovets, it could go in their favor, along with the rebounding of Jessica Shepard inside.
Fourth quarter underway here in Bologna. Opening game of Group B. FIBA EuroBasket Women's 2025, and already it has given us a barnstormer of a game. In the corner, Ivanovic off the glass. Oh, that is a very quick cut to the bucket.
I don't even think I saw what just happened. It was so fast.
Down to a one-point ball game. Down low. Good defensive stand by Siuka. Holding Gregoroskita at bay. Lisic, shot clock down to 7, kicks it out. Friskovic, an air ball, a little heavy-handed under a lot of pressure. Skater, defense stands strong. Friskovic will bring it back the other way. And it's thrown away, and that's a rash play by the Slovenian.
Yeah, I think both teams need to settle down here in this last 10 minutes of play.
Skater. Yeah, both teams a little frenetic to start the final quarter.
Seem a little bit rattled.
Sinishkaita, a little hezzy, kicks it out. Sventaraita didn't look ready to release that one.
I think it's also the first time that Shepard hasn't been on the floor for Slovenia, so she's probably getting a breather right now.
Certainly has earned that break.
Yes,
she's played over 27.5 minutes so far. Siuka, heavy with the three. Neither team finding their form here in the first 2 minutes of this final quarter.
Slovenia is struggling a little bit offensively as Lithuania is started to switch defensively on every screen.
Slovenia pour down the floor. Sambolic overplayed, looked for the foul too much and misses the layup. Sinishkaita down low. Oh, that's a beautiful screen and spin through, and that's a problem now as we are going to see the fourth foul on Lisic. How does Coach Dikiolakis deal with this situation?
That's tough because I feel like sometimes you just have to give up the layup.
Yeah.
You know, because now they're in a really tough position with her having 4 fouls. They desperately need her on both ends of the court, so I don't know. Are they gonna let her in? Oh no, they're making a substitution right now.
Shepard coming back into the game, a shortened rest for Jessica Shepard as she's thrust back into the action. Gregoroskita at the line for 2. Her first trip to the free throw line of the night. Off right and a little heavy-handed. Will get the roll on the second. First point of the game for her. She'll head to the bench on the back of that as Laboskiena comes in her place.
Number 77.
Black now. Back to Shepherd. Ivanovic. Back to Shepherd, long two. Jessica Shepherd showing that little mid-range game as well.
I mean, for me, that's too easy for Jessica Shepherd. That's free throw. It's like a free throw for her. Lithuania's got to do a better job not giving up these dare shots.
We're all tied, 59 apiece. Oh, what a pass! Joskaita finds a wide open Sventeraita.
Great vision by Joskaita.
Brishkovets slows it down. Black now turns the corner on the screen, a soft right hand. Black has just not been locked in on this game just yet, and it's stolen away. Natitskaita van der Horst hands it back. Laboskiena off the glass for two, not this time, as Siuka, who really is the three, having to be pushed to play. Black now waits for the Horns offense to set up. Oh, lovely little jab step. Siuka ducks inside, swats it away. A big read, Laboskiena.
And that's the age showing right there, unfortunately. I mean, that was a great take by her. Better defense with that block, but it's just unnecessary to make that foul.
Lithuanian fans in full voice. Their team lead by 2, under 6 minutes to play. Jotsita, oh, whips it around. Sventeraita can't get the layup. Foul's going to be called on Laboskiena as Lithuania continue to try and slow Slovenia down, forcing them to play half-court offense.
Yeah, I'm always holding my breath on these fouls because you never know. It could be unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, it's a fine line at this stage of the game.
I think the important thing is you have to almost hit them with your body and not.
Black elbow jumper comes up short. Lithuania with another easy defensive board. Joskaita inside to Sventeraita. Foul's going to be called. I think that's on Teo Black, and if it is, that's her fourth. It is.
They've got serious foul trouble in Slovenia right now.
That is 4 Slovenian players on 4 fouls. Already.
3 of their starters are in foul trouble.
At least it's Siuka and O'Black in foul trouble. Timeout call by coach Epikiolakos. As Slovenia right now are on the back foot. Lithuania lead this one by 2. Coach Epikiolakos trying to lift his team again, trying to get them locked back in, and as a coach, this is where you earn your money, right?
It is, but all I can think about is how deep they're in foul trouble. They've got 4 players with 4 fouls, and like we said earlier, their bench is not that as deep as Lithuania's, so yeah, it's tough.
At this stage, it's almost getting to that point where you go, well, what are we saving them for? And you kind of just have the guy, you know, you have your players on the floor, and you preach at them, don't give easy fouls. At least make your fifth foul one that truly matters.
Yeah. But, you know, at the same time, I think Slovenia has committed a lot of dumb fouls.
Yeah, they're 25, 30 meters away from their own basket, reaching in unnecessarily, for sure. Slovenian fans, they're feeling the love. They certainly will if Slovenia are able to come away with the win here. They trail by 2, 5:24 left in this fourth quarter. Oh, a long ball to Sventa Raita, just about keeps it in the front court. Roksita down low, Sventa Raita, and that's a mismatch she's gonna absolutely capitalize on every single time.
Absolutely, and she did just that.
Shepherd now kicks it across. So Black, she should have taken the shot. She doesn't, lacking confidence, goes to the basket. Oh, that's a lovely little scoop shot from Teo Black.
I was about to get very frustrated that she didn't take that three, but then she made up for it by making that beautiful layup.
Roksita.
So yeah, Slovenia.
Van der Horst. Oh, nice crossover. Tries to attack Siuka. Siuka can only knock it out of bounds, though.
Yeah, Slovenia is left with no choice but to fall back into a zone right now. Siuka's, she's playing with fire. I mean, she's got 4 fouls.
That's a great little two-handed scoop shot from O'Black. Made it difficult to block because you would have likely fouled her. But you're right, I think with Siuka, you're almost seeing her grow into the game as you're watching it, compared to first quarter Siuka. Fourth quarter Siuka is a different beast. Sventa Raita, free throw line is good. Agla Sventa Raita.
Get out of here with that pull up. Big time shot.
And under the radar has come in with 15 points, Agla Sventa Raita. Leading scorer for Lithuania, has only played a little over 18 minutes. Inside, Lisic, double team drops on her. She'll go back to work, though, rejected. Yotsita read it well. Goes coast to coast, off the glass, Juste Yotsita.
What a shot. You don't see the younger generation using the backboard that much anymore. That was lovely.
Black with a little whip around past to Shepherd. And the tempo of the game is starting to grow again.
Shepherd's got 25 points.
Baseline cut. Yushkaita grabs her own rebound off the glass. Not again. Lisic launches it, but it's intercepted. A good read in the end by Siniskaita. And the game is starting to open up because of fatigue. You feel like the players are not quite at the level they were earlier.
Yep.
Double dribble's going to be called on Siniskaita, and that's a fatigue, isn't it? It is that mistake that when you're fresh, it doesn't happen.
Absolutely. I mean, first game of EuroBasket could be a combination of fatigue and a little bit of jitters. We only got 3 minutes left.
Out of the game for Slovenia heads Siuka as Friškovec comes in. Sventa Raita also heads to the bench for Lithuania. O'Black now, ball in hand.
Sventa Raita just...
Friškovec high, arcing three, too heavy. Rebound goes long. Slovenia will go again, down into the low box. Oh, what quick footwork. Oh, can't get the layup to go, though. It will remain Slovenia ball.
Oh, man, that was such a nice move. Spinning to the baseline.
Baseline ball for Slovenia. And they trail by 4 to Lithuania. O'Black. Friškovec launches another three. This time it whips through the string. Zala Friškovec.
1 point game, my friend.
2.5 minutes to play. Everyone was talking about Group B and how you couldn't put anything between these teams, and it's playing out. Shepherd came for the block, but it's a great finish by Labotskiena. Both teams trading buckets. Lisitz back out to O'Black. Can O'Black have a big phase now? Step back 2. It's flat. Foul's going to be called on Yoshkaita, I think. She didn't really make a play at the rebound, was too busy just trying to push Lisitz out of the way.
I wasn't sure if they were going to call that on Lisitz.
There's the 3 from Friškovic. What a game she's had. Out to 9 now, 3 from 4 from outside, sorry. She's actually 4 from 12 from outside, 14 points. O'Black needs to find an inbound, will go long. Lisitz goes in, rejected with authority. Shot clock still has 6 on it. Friškovic, little hezzy, jumps inside, has to get a shot away, does, but that will be a shot clock violation as it doesn't clip the iron. Lithuanian fans doing everything they can, young and old, to get their team to the win here.
You see Labotskiena screaming at her teammates, super hyped off of that defensive possession.
Lietuva ringing out around the arena here in Bologna. Yotsita gets O'Black on her shoulder. 3 at the top, not taken. Under 90 seconds left on the game clock. Yoshkaita. Labotskiena inside. Good defensive stand. Where's the ball? It's back in the hands of the Lithuanians. Oh, my goodness me! What a time to hit a 3! Siniškaita, ice in her veins.
Unbelievable shot.
Unreal. Great defensive stand. It falls back into the hands of the 24-year-old, and she takes the game on her shoulders. She takes the fans on her shoulders and hits a clutch 3-ball. Moments like that live long in the memory of players.
Well, big time shot there. Still plenty of time. Anything, I mean, honestly, anything goes right now.
Without doubt, Lithuania in the driver's seat up by 6. A little over a minute to play, but Slovenia have got their way back into this game from the 3-ball.
From the 3-ball, yeah.
You're not going to write them off. You are just not going to write them off.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel that Slovenia may have to play with a bit more tempo than they have so far in this game, though. Push the pace a little bit more.
Well, this next possession for them is crucial. I mean, they've got to get a bucket.
Coach Vicky Alakos, such a passionate, knowledgeable coach, and yet to find someone who has a bad word to say about him. As his team now come back to the floor, Lithuania also have 2 fouls to give, which no doubt, if they can use them strategically, and like you say, stay on the right side of unsportsmanlike, that could be a huge part of this final minute and 14 seconds.
Let's see what Slovenia is going to run out of this timeout.
Sideline ball. Lisitz will inbound. Into the hands of O'Black. Urgency now needed for Slovenia. Friškovic, catch and shoot. Way too heavy. That one was rushed and a little bit too easy to read for Lithuania.
Yeah, that was a really tough shot. Had she made that, holy cow. I thought she could have taken her time a little bit more on that possession.
Lithuania now going to run the clock down as much as they can. Yotsita. Oh, what a lovely little hezzy inside. Draws the foul. Offensive foul is called. Let's have a look.
Oh, yeah. Good eyes. Wow. You know, that's kind of a veteran move.
Yeah.
From the 19-year-old.
But she didn't get away with it.
But she didn't get, I'm just saying, like, the fact that she already has that in her repertoire is like, wow.
It's in her mind in a big moment like this. 45 seconds to play. Lithuania still lead by 6. And steps out of bounds, and that is heartbreaking at this stage of a game. Sideline ball now for Lithuania, 41.2 seconds, as every second, every grain of sand that drips out of this clock, it's advantage Lithuania. Sinishkaita will slow it down. Rushkaita hands it away, down low. Labuchkiana, spin move, won't get the score, does get the rebound. Foul called for Slovenia. Oh, out of bounds.
I think it might have been just out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Coach Nikiolakos maybe has asked for a review. He's certainly talking about it, but it's a timeout called here with 19.7 seconds to play. A 6-point lead right now for Lithuania. They dominated the opening quarter, and Slovenia have 4 all the way in quarters 2, quarters 3, and quarter 4 to try and get themselves back into this one.
Yeah, I mean, their outside shooting has definitely improved, has been the biggest difference from the first half. But yeah, now time is not on their side. They desperately need a quick stop and a quick score on the other end.
The crowds have certainly enjoyed themselves here on the opening day so far. Remember, later today, we have Serbia going up against Italy. Another game that is expected to go to the wire. There are no easy games here in Bologna this week.
And like we said earlier, every game matters, every possession.
And you do wonder at the end of this week how much Slovenia will rue that slow start to the game.
Yeah.
Giving up 27 points in the first quarter.
Yep.
It took them a while just to recover that kind of mindset from that.
Yeah, and I think, you know, it took them, yeah, like you said, it took them way too long to adjust to the pace of the game.
Labuchkiana, foul's going to be called on Shepherd. It's a hard foul by Jessica Shepherd.
Slovenia foul number 23, Shepherd. First
foul of a game for Shepherd, and that tells you a lot about how good a player Shepherd is.
Only her first foul? Or her lack of defense?
Oh, you're a hard coach. My heart goes out to those Connecticut players. My heart is with you. Baseline ball now for Lithuania. Slovenia in the penalty now. So any fouls from here on in, we'll see Lithuania head to the line. Yotsita inside and 1! Oh, is there anything she cannot do? 19 years old, and she's leading this Lithuanian team to glory.
I was just about to say, maybe don't take that shot. Maybe use the clock. And look what she does. She gets an and 1. Wow. Just an amazing play.
Absolutely unbelievable. At 19 years of age, made her senior debut at 13 years old, and you kind of think, how much is that paying off for Lithuania now that she's got rid of those young jitters and learned her way to be a leader at this stage?
Oh, for sure. You know, I think also playing in EuroLeague with Asvel has really helped build her confidence also.
Timeout called here, 15.2 seconds to go. Lithuania, a commanding 9-point lead on the back of that 3-point play from Justa Yotsita. That takes her to 16 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, as well as 2 blocks. That is not a bad debut stat line.
You know, not bad at all. I mean, it's pretty impressive if you ask me. I feel like she probably, safe to say that she struggled a little bit towards the end of the season this year in Asvel. So I'm happy to see her back to where, I guess this is quote unquote normal.
Yeah, normal service has been resumed for Yotsita for sure. And it's great to see a player that's had so much hype and buzz around her deliver it not to be too much for her. She's ready for this moment, she's ready for this role, and having this kind of performance in game one really sets her stall out as well.
Yeah, and I think it definitely gives her confidence going into the next game.
100%. Do or die now for Slovenia as they come out of that huddle. They trail by 9. They've got to go early. Surely they've got to look for the 3 ball early.
Whatever it is, it has to be early.
The lob back to Friškovec. Gets a 3 away, and the lifeline for Slovenia is there. Zala Friškovec with her 5th triple of the game. 17 points now. And this game is not dead and buried. Slovenia are very much alive. It's a 2-possession ball game here in Bologna. Timeout call by coach Stanisłauskas.
It's a great play, and I've seen that play several times. It's a Brad Stevens play when he was at Boston Celtics. Got brought over here into France, or sorry, not here in France, into France, which is now trickled all over Europe. Love that play. Great misdirection, throwing it to that low close on the opposite side, and then you have the guard coming out for a 3.
Delivered time and time again here for Slovenia, and the 3 ball has kept them in this game. There's no two ways about that. Almost half their points coming from outside, 10 from 25 from downtown for Slovenia. Lithuania 6 from 14 from outside. Lithuania really going inside for a lot of their points in today's game, but still this game hangs in the balance. 12.1 seconds remaining here in Bologna. Lithuania lead by 6, and they have possession. They've also advanced the ball as well. Understandably so, no real clock implications as the shot clock has been turned off.
You still got to go for a steal. If you're Slovenian, then you have to foul right away.
Yeah, it's a second or 2 for the steal, and then as least obvious a foul as possible.
Yes.
Yotsita to inbound. Black chases, foul's going to be called. That will send Siniskaita to the line for 2. She's not been to the free throw line so far this evening. 75% across the 4 qualifiers that she played in, and that's Teo Black fouled out of the game. So back in will come Lisic for Slovenia. Lithuania also make a change as Sventa Raita comes out and Grigorskita comes in. Friškovec also back into the game as Zvijanovic comes out for Slovenia. Both these coaches coaching to the final moment. Ice in the veins for Siniskaita. This is the second rebound pulled down by Shepard. They've got to go quick. Foul's going to be called. Smart foul by Labovskiana. They have a foul to give. 7.3 seconds. Out of the game comes Siniskaita as Natsitskaita Vanderhorst comes in.
Oh, we're gonna
have a coach's challenge, I think, to see if there's an upgrade maybe on this foul.
See, it's tricky. As a player, you just want to make sure the foul is called, but when you're reaching in, it's a fine line.
You have to be careful.
You have to really be careful.
And from Coach Dikiolakis' point of view, why not play your coach's challenge if there's a slim chance that there can be an upgrade? And let's listen into the officials now.
Upgrade of the normal foul to the unsportsmanlike foul. Normal speed, main camera, please. Main camera, normal speed. Normal speed. Normal speed. Can we go backwards? Full motion, normal speed. I'm seeing that she's playing for the ball. For me, this is basketball play, normal basketball play. How did you see the situation?
I see the same thing. She's in front. She's trying to play the ball. It's a normal basketball play.
So you confirm normal basketball play?
Yes, I confirm.
Thank you. So just show it.
It was worth a throw of the dice for Coach Digiolakos, but it's going to remain as a regular foul.
I think they made the right call. I mean, we obviously heard their explanation. It's pretty obvious.
So sideline ball for Slovenia, 7.3 seconds ago. The other thing that will be on your mind if you're Coach Digiolakos is points difference. This could come down to a head-to-head situation.
You're absolutely
points
right.
difference, buckets scored. You have to keep this game as close as you can. You can't throw everything at it.
Everything matters.
Siuka now. Place it, and that's clearly what they're doing. They're going for the points difference, and she gets the score, narrows it down, but Lithuania will come away with the opening day win, and that is not a smart play by Siuka.
I don't understand.
Is going to be called on Aisha Siuka. The game was done, and that is now going to send Natsitskaida Vanderhorst to the line for 2 shots.
And Natsitskaida is pleading her case that she was shooting a 3.
They're going to review, but I don't know if they can review to upgrade it from... They are going to review this now. So we're going to head back to the review screen with the officials, and we'll listen in to see what they say. Siuka is now fouled out of the game.
Do you think maybe it's a time thing, or do you think it's an upgrade?
I think it's, I don't know whether she was shooting a 3 or not. Let's listen to the officials.
The red light appear before the foul to be called on the floor. Can we go slowly, frame by frame? This camera, it's not good. Yeah, let's see this one. Okay, can we go backwards? Can we go backwards? So slowly. We're searching for point of the contact. Go. The illegal point of contact, let's go. 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 Go, please. Slowly, yes. Go. So this is the illegal contact. Can we go backwards? 0.7. 0.7,
yeah.
So it's 0.7 on the clock. You confirm?
I confirm. Throwing in the front court.
Yeah. After the review foul, it's on time, and we're setting on the game clock 0.7. So 2 free throws, number 6.
So we'll see Natsitskaida Vanderhorst head to the line for 2 free throws, and we'll also see 0.7 added back onto the clock. Aisha Siuka will have to come out of the game. That's her 5th foul. So Coach Digiolakos will have to make that change.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate that she committed that foul, because like you said earlier, every point matters. You have no idea how the next 2 days are going to play out.
Right now, Slovenia only have 4 players on the floor, so hopefully the officials won't do anything until the 5th comes on. There we go. We will see a 5th player come to the floor as Jelents will come in.
2 free throws for number 6.
First trip to the free throw line for Natsitskaida Vanderhorst. First is no good. Lithuania, remember, with a 5-point lead. The win, I think, is in the bag. That's fair to say, but
fair.
This could come down to points difference.
Yep.
She gets a second to go, 0.7 seconds remaining.
I mean, they should still try and throw up a Hail Mary. You never know.
Absolutely. Frišković isn't going to get it away. She doesn't do so. And that will be the final buzzer here. Opening game of Group B in Bologna. And it's Lithuania who are all smiles on the hardwood right now. A huge first quarter set the tone, set them on their way to the win here. Slovenia battled hard, particularly in that second half, but they come up short here in the end. And Lithuania will right now be absolutely pleased as punch as they come away with the big win. Final score is Slovenia 71, Lithuania 77.
Thank you everybody for being with us this afternoon. Lithuania, and see you at the next.
Coach Stanishauskas will be more than happy with his team, how they delivered here today. You see the roar there, and it's back to the drawing board for Slovenia. Here are the shooting statistics from today's game. Slovenia tried to shoot their way back into this game, but came up a little bit short in the end.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest difference from the first and the second half. But like you said, that first quarter really, really killed them. And I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a little bit of nerves. I have no idea, but we were both wrong on our predictions.
Yes, we were. Lithuania proved us wrong as they do. The thunderclap in the middle of the floor. Their fans loving what they've seen here in game one. Big performances across the board for Lithuania. Leading scorer for them, Justa Jotsita, had 17 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists and 2 blocks in her EuroBasket women debut. Other end of the floor, also on debut, Jessica Shepherd ends up with 25 points and 17 rebounds. Here's how the table looks. Doesn't really make much sense at this point, but Lithuania are top of the table. Later this evening, we will see Serbia take on Italy.
Yeah, I thought Sven Torajete for Lithuania was phenomenal for them off the bench. 15 points in 19 minutes. Really came through solidly for them tonight.
Yeah, almost a stealth 15 points. It didn't really register that she was lighting things up.
It was quiet, very veteran-esque.
Lithuanian fans, understandably, all smiles here as their team has delivered here on the opening day. Let's have a look at some of the best plays of that fourth quarter. Slovenia did all they could to fight their way back into this game. They took the lead, but Lithuania showed a little bit of composure and class and experience in the clutch, and that was enough to get them the win.
I think so too. I think they just kind of dug themselves in a hole that first quarter. Tied the second quarter, won the third, and then fell a little bit short in the fourth, but they did everything that they could. Had some unfortunate fouls, I should say, towards the end. They got in foul trouble early. We didn't really see Oblak or resets that much in the first half, but I thought they did a great job making the adjustments and coming out much differently in the second half.
And from Slovenia's perspective now, obviously for them, basically it means when they come back to the floor tomorrow and take on Italy on their home floor, they kind of have to get the win almost. It's not quite mathematically that way, but that's going to be the challenge. How do you get players to reset that mindset within 24 hours?
I mean, it's a quick turnaround. You have to know that you got to come out of the gates on all cylinders. I mean, you can't slack. You can't give up 27 points in the first quarter to any team. That makes it very difficult to win a game. I thought they made the right adjustments as the game went on defensively, but yeah, like you said, it's going to be tough playing the home crowd tomorrow, but this is what it is. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, it certainly is. The games come thick and fast here at EuroBasket Women, but what an opening game. We knew this group was going to deliver some absolute wonderful games, and straight away, game day one, we have seen that happen. Final score here sees Lithuania take the win. Justa Jotsita with a huge debut, 17 points, as well as 6 assists. And it's Lithuania with all smiles as they take the win, 71-77 over Slovenia.